bless you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah Bobenya. If you are new here and if you are returning, hello and welcome back. I am beyond excited to be filming this video because I can finally share that this mom is going back to college. I will be talking about the transition and the decision process that I made for me to return back to school. And if you are looking for mother motivation or for motivation to continue chasing after your dreams, to start something, then this is definitely the video for you. I am just excited that I can finally share this, and I hope that it can be a blessing to other moms who have the desire of returning back to school, to other moms who are going back to school, or even to other moms who just want to start something new and maybe have a fear of doing it. But one thing that I wanted to talk about specifically in this video is I want to talk about the transition process. I want to talk about the process and the steps that I took for me to enroll in the school that I'm in now. Also, me changing my major. I'm not going to be studying what I was studying before. I decided to try something completely new that I feel like God is calling me to do this, and it's a desire that has been inside of me. I want to talk about, the mental perspective that God shifted my perspective into viewing things. And I was trying to find videos like this on YouTube where I can hear moms and their story discussing of them, going back to school, having a family, and X, Y, and Z. And just those that are watching me, if you don't know, I am married. I have a daughter. I'm also active in ministry, and doing this, I know it's an add-on. I also work as well. So I have many different things going on, and I want to share my story. And I want you to know, if you are watching this video and if there's that fire inside of you of starting something new, that fire of going back to school, that fire of chasing your dream, this is the sign that you need, that yes, you can do it. I believe in you, and if I could do it, I believe that you can do it as well. When me and Martin both first moved to New Jersey, we both were still enrolled in school, and we were both finishing our associates. I do have my associates in business administration, and Martin has his in economics, and he was going to BMCC, I was going to Kingsborough. We were both enrolled. So we were enrolled in Brooklyn College, and we did one semester. We both were doing night classes. He was working in the city at the time, and I just got my job in the hospital that I'm in now. Just to give you guys a little bit of our story, we did one semester. It was very hard because I was driving in from New Jersey all the way to Brooklyn to do my night classes, and he would meet me from the city. We would end up getting home like around 11. We knew that this wasn't sustainable. We both ended in that semester. I actually even tried to transfer to New Jersey. I was thinking of doing Berkeley College, but they did tell me that in order for me to do it in New Jersey, then I would have to be living here within a year. So I was still technically considered a New York resident, and I would still have to pay out-of-state tuition. And out-of-state tuition, to anybody who's going to school out of state, you know how expensive it can be. So I knew that that wasn't an option. Where I'm working at now and what I was studying was human resources, HR management. That is specifically my major, what I was going to get my bachelor's in. And I know HR. I've been in the industry 10 years, specifically in the healthcare industry. And so much has changed in my life. I've seen different sides of HR, the front end and the back end. I'm in the back end now, and I don't mind it. I genuinely enjoy what I do, but I don't see myself doing that forever. And after I became a mom, which was by far one of the greatest blessings of my life, having my daughter, and my mind changed, my perspective changed, and I knew that I didn't want to be in the corporate world anymore. I knew that I didn't want to try and hustle my way to the top. I knew that this was something that I did not want to do for the rest of my life. Becoming a mom really changed it for me. And I know, mom, if you are watching this, you can literally say, like, you can look at each and every one of your children and you can say that after I birthed that child, I know you are not the same woman that you were before. I know that you've grown, and your headspace changes a lot. So becoming a mom, like I said, was by far one of the greatest blessings of my life. My daughter is a miracle. She is our blessing. Me and Martin wanted her so much. She is the best of both of us. That little girl has our heart. And having her really shifted my perspective. She is my priority. She is the most important thing to me. And both me and Martin knew, and I understood very quickly, that HR is not the place where I want to work at, having a family. And I always knew that I didn't want to do this for the rest of my life. In fact, my fallback has always been teaching, but I wanted to do the college level in the business field. And it's funny because Martin and my mom would see me and they'll be like, I can see you as a teacher. Even like my old boss, which I find hilarious, was in conversation with my sister and she's like, I knew that's what she wanted to do. And it's funny because at the time I really did not realize it. And like I said, like after you become a mom for the first time, you really we really have this saying that like you give up your dream so your kids can live their dream. And one thing that I want to say is that true to, it's true to an extent, but not completely. And oftentimes us as women, we tend to stop living because we have our kids. And it's beautiful to see our kids live their life. But I want to remind you who is watching this video that you are a mom, you still matter. Your dreams are still possible and they are attainable. And you matter, you're still a person. You're somebody outside of your children. So don't just label yourself as in I'm just a mom, because you are more than just a mom. And we wear so many different hats. We also are wives. We also are ministers. We also are moms. We are daughters. We are sisters. We wear multiple hats. And you don't stop living. You don't stop dreaming just because you became a mom. But when I became a mom, my perspective had changed a lot. And when I came to the realization of me wanting to go back to school, me wanting to change my major, I went into prayer. And I asked God, I need you to lead me. And I thank God for the women that I did encounter. Not a lot of women do speak on this topic of going back to school, of continuing their education, of continuing to chase their dreams, because too often times we think that we stop living because we have our children. But there's still an essence, there's still a you that matters. And it could be not necessarily going back to school, it can be starting a podcast, it could be writing a book, it could be all this other stuff. But becoming a mom has really become my blessing. I definitely want to say that you do not stop dreaming when you become a mom, whatever it is. And I thank God for God, because He changed my perspective. He changed my view and my heart. Like, there is a fire within my heart. There is a fire within me to continue pushing forward. And I sat down and I discussed it with Martin, and he was like, just to share, even when I was in orientation and I felt anxious, like the first thing that I thought about was like, okay, can I do this? Should I do this? Because there are some sacrifices that I do need to do, that I do need to take. And I just thank God that I spoke to Martin and I was like, well, what if it takes longer? And the first thing he said is like, so what? So what if it takes whatever time it takes? I think of it as a building. When we are laying a foundation, brick on top of brick on top of brick, when we're putting the bricks, we really don't see the progress. But when we take a step back, look at how far you have come. And in terms of time, if you start today, where could you be within a year? Where could you be within 2 years, as opposed to you not doing something because whatever it is, you're afraid, because you think you're not called, you're not capacitated. When you look at the 2 years, all that time has passed by, and it could be valuable time, or time wasted. And that's something that I thank God He really shifted my perspective. Yes, I have multiple things on my plate. I am active in church. I'm a member. I have a daughter. I have a husband. I have a home. I work and I have all these things. But I truly believe that I can do this. And I thank God that I have a support system that is willing to support me and help me. And to you, mom, if there is that little ounce of fire within you to do something, go for it. Go for it, because I believe in you. I believe that you can achieve your dreams. I believe that you can achieve your goals. I believe in you. If I could do it, I wholeheartedly believe that you can do it as well. I really feel like this is where God has me studying. He opened this door for me because I did not think this possible. And I thank God for that. And that's another thing. If you have a dream, if you have a desire to do something, pray to God and ask Him to lead you, because He will give you the tools necessary for you to accomplish that desire, for you to accomplish the dream that is within you. He will place the right people in your path. He will place the right people in your boat. He would place the resources that you need in order to get to where He wants you to be. And I just wish that more moms would share their successes, would share their story, because I know that there's multiple women who are single mothers, who have multiple children. They're still studying, they're still going to school because they believe that it is an investment for their future. And that's something that Martin taught me as well, is that this is an investment for our future, to give our children the lives that we desire for them. This is a blessing to our family, to our household, to our unit. And I'm specifically going back for early childhood education, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited, I can't wait. I actually start September 4th, and I am just over the moon. It is a rigid program, but I thank God, because I believe that it was just Him placing, like, literally opening every door. And I'm excited. I can't wait to start. So yeah. I pray that this video was helpful. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed filming it, and I just pray that this video bless your life. If you can share this with a mom who has a dream, or even another female who is dreaming of doing something, you can share with them. Be sure to like, subscribe for more videos and more content, because more stuff is coming out. And I love you guys. Peace out, Girl Scouts.